Well, more employers can now opt out of providing health insurance that includes contraceptive coverage.
President Trump today issued new rules that are drawing strong reaction tonight. KCAL9 political reporter Bryan joins us now with more on the latest presidential controversy.
Yeah, this is not just a California issue. It's an issue of national importance, but California is right in the middle of it. Last night it was the sanctuary state. Tonight the issue is birth control and new rules that allow companies to opt out of including contraception coverage. But the outcome is similar. It's California versus the Trump administration, and the lawsuit challenging those new rules, it's already been filed. The Trump administration is cracking down on birth control coverage in America. The new guidelines allow employers and insurers to opt out of the current birth control mandate that requires coverage. Now, any company or employer can opt out by claiming they have religious or moral objections to birth control.
The president believes that the freedom to practice one's faith is a fundamental right in this country, and I think all of us do, and that's all that today was about.
The administration says the Obamacare mandate for contraceptive coverage violates employers' freedom of religion.
This is a president who supports the First Amendment, supports the freedom of religion. I don't understand why that should be an issue.
But birth control rights supporters like Gretchen Borcheldt say this is a serious setback for women's health and women's rights.
It's really prioritizing a certain religious view about contraception over a woman's own personal beliefs and her views about what's right for her and her body.
Friday afternoon, California Attorney General Javier Becerra filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration's order. In it, he charges the new rules are unconstitutional because it allows companies to use their religious beliefs to discriminate against women and deny them equal protection under the law. California is one of 28 states that require health insurance coverage include contraception prescriptions. There are exceptions, though, in California. Churches and church associations can opt out. But the new rules today from the Department of Health and Human Services would greatly expand those exceptions to any employer who can just say, I have moral or religious problems with birth control.
This is a systematic attack on women's health.
Dr. Jennifer Conti from Palo Alto is with Physicians for Reproductive Health. She says she's not surprised the Trump administration has taken this course.
There are plenty of things going on in this country that we need to be focusing on right now. Humanitarian relief in Puerto Rico and terrorism in Las Vegas, and instead the GOP and the Trump administration chooses to focus on systematically dismantling women's health. As a physician, as an OBGYN doctor who cares for women, this is really disheartening news. Upsetting, yes. Surprising, no.
The administration estimates 120,000 women may lose access to free contraceptives. But an Obama administration study showed more than 55 million women accessed free birth control coverage because of his contraceptive mandate. And some supporters of that fear the new Trump administration mandate would end that coverage for millions of women. Now, the lawsuits against the new rules were filed quickly today because those changes will take effect quickly as soon as the rules are posted at the Office of the Federal Register. And even in the federal government, that's not expected to take very long, Jeff.
Now, David, your piece there, you mentioned state regulations here in California. It seems that we are a pro-birth control state, if you will. So could that mitigate any sort of impact from this national decision?
It's kind of interesting, that question, and it could, in fact, have a major impact among the big corporations and companies, the big ones in California, because of what you just said. If your big company announces it will no longer cover contraceptives for its employees, well, you know what happens next. Protesters marching outside your stores and boycotting your products, a major company's worst nightmare. Now, for small employers, which would not get the kind of media attention that the big companies would, some of them may be willing to take the chance, especially in the more conservative parts of the state. That's where the biggest impact of the new rules might show up here in California. Jeff, Lena?